Hi guys, Sabelo speaking right here. So in this video, guys, I'll be talking about this trade that I'll be trading this week. So we are having our strength meter here. We see that okay, AUD is a little bit bullish with positive in 4.9. So probably the Asian session, as we are approaching the Asian session right now, the market can go up. Okay, AUD versus JPY, I'll be looking for a long-term buy and looking at the price action right here. Can clearly see that the market has broken this previous resistance here. So it's broken. Now we are waiting for a retest for a continuation, guys. So you can even start on the higher time frame just to look at the overall direction or the overall market structure. So we are bullish long term on AUDJPY. As you can see that the market started this move from this low, okay, and then from there it just went up, okay. But my long term take profit is going to be this previous high right here, because the overall direction, if you just look at this, the overall direction is a ranging market. As you can see, the market is inside this big range right here. But if the market is going to go all the way up, then my take profit is going to be here for long term, okay, on the monthly. Then weekly time frame, we've broken above this downtrend here. The market broken above, came to retest. Now we are in a continuation phase. Okay, so we are in a continuation phase long term, and in the medium term also we are bullish. Okay, so if we just look, maybe let's remove this trend line here. Market has made another breakout here, guys. It was trending to the downside, and then it decided to break, made a retest, and then a continuation. So long term and medium term we are bullish. So now let's look at the smaller time frame, from the 4-hourly time frame downwards. So from the H4 we can clearly see that okay, the market is making an uptrend as well. Okay, yes, it did make some sort of a correction here, and then broken up again, correction here. Now it's in a process of breaking up. Okay, so moving on to H1 now. So the H1, you can even draw trend lines like this. Okay, so the market has broken the trend line and also broken the previous resistance, which is this one right here. Okay, maybe let's remove these useless lines right here. So from now on, guys, I'll be looking for a breakout, a retest, and then continuation. Then my entry is going to be, maybe we are going to look at the Fibonacci retracement from this swing low. Okay, from this recent swing low to swing high, and then we are going to wait for a retest between 61.8 and 50% Fib retracement from here to here. And then yeah, my entry, snapper entry, is supposed to be at the 61.8. And then if you want to have multiple confirmations, like waiting for a bullish engulfing somewhere here, I think you are going to take your buy here. Then your stop loss is going to be below a recent low. And then you take profit for long term. For long term, it's here, but you can close your profit once the market reaches this previous high here. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at on AUDJPY. So let's also look at the Euro NZD. I saw that okay, today NZD was, I mean, Euro was a little bit bearish with -3. Probably by maybe tomorrow or even on Friday, the market is still going to sell on this currency pair. So let's look at the overall structure here. Okay, weekly time frame, we can clearly see that the market is bullish, but that doesn't mean that we can't take sells within a bullish market. Okay, so if, for example, the weekly time frame is bullish, but if we look at the H4 and H1 and 15-minute time frame, if we do see confirmations for a sell, then we are going to take those sells. Okay, more especially if the strength meter is also in line with our smaller time frame trend. Okay, so same thing applies here. Long term we are bullish, but medium term and small term we are bearish. Okay, so if we just look at this, the market has made a strong push to the upside from here, push, and then now it's in a consolidation phase. So most people, when they see a consolidation, okay, we were taught that we are going to buy at a support and we are going to sell at a resistance. Okay, that's what I'm also looking at, but I don't just take trades aggressively. I wait for a reaction either at a support zone or in a resistance zone. So this is what I mean, guys. When the market is somewhere here, I wait for a reaction. The market's supposed to show us that, okay, the market is really going to go down. Then I go down to the smaller time frame and then look for entries maybe somewhere here. Okay, I don't catch a trade from here because that is a little bit risky, and the risk ratio is going to be small, and also there's a possibility of holding a trade for like a week. Okay, if you just catch a trade maybe from here, let's say maybe, for example, we're catching a trade from here and see how long you could have waited. Okay, maybe stop loss here. Okay, the profit risk ratio was decent here, 1:3.9, but looking at the period of waiting period, okay, here you could have waited for 8 days full. Okay, so me, I don't like waiting for more than 2 days in the trade, because anything can happen during the week. The news are going to come and then they change the market structure. There's a lot of things that can affect your trade. That's why I believe that, okay, if you trade like on daily basis, catching trades within a day, it's much easier. I don't panic if I take a trade today and then I lose, because I know that tomorrow I'll get another opportunity. Then maybe there's a possibility of recovery. So yeah, let's continue. So here the market made a double top there and then started to drop. So we have confirmation here. Okay, this resistance is holding. Okay, and then we are going to go now to the smaller time frame and look for extra confirmations. Okay, so smaller time frame, the market broken the neckline. Okay, so this is our neckline here, because this is some sort of a head and shoulder pattern, this one here. So we broken the neckline, came to retest, and then it made a bearish engulfing here. I missed that entry here, then the market came back to give us another entry. Now I'm taking an entry here. Okay, so take profit is going to be at the previous low, at this previous low, and I believe that the market is going to easily break these previous lows, ever since the market has been trending to the downside. We've never seen making a double bottom. So here it didn't make a double bottom. Market just broken And then here again, it didn't make a double bottom. The market just broken. Here again, it never made a double bottom, just broken. So same thing here. I don't believe that the market is going to make a double bottom like this. It's going to easily break it. Okay. So that's what I see on Euro NZD. Okay. So now moving on to Euro AUD. Okay. Starting on the high time frame. High time frame trend is bullish, as you can see. Let's just go to the recent data. So the market is bullish, is making high highs and high lows, and then daily. And then keep in mind that our strength meter here, Euro is negative with -3, and then AUD is positive with 4.9. So there's a high possibility that the trend is going to flow to the downside. So coming to our technicals, we are just confirming for our entry. Okay. So if we look at the daily time frame, you can clearly see that the market held a double top. Okay. It held a double top, meaning that there is a possibility of a sell if we go down to the smaller time frame now. So after that double top, the market is now at this previous low. So the only downfall about this setup here is that it can easily go up because there is a rejection here. There's a doji, and this doji is happening exactly at this previous low. So there's a possibility of a push to the upside. Maybe it can drop, maybe tomorrow or maybe on Friday, but this one is not a high probability one. Okay, it's not a high probability one. Maybe if you really want to catch it, I think it's better to wait for the market to respect a FIB retracement, maybe a 61.8 FIB retracement here. And then you really need to wait for a bearish engulfing like this, a huge bearish engulfing. Then you enter after a bearish engulfing, stop loss above it. And then you're going to hold until the next zone. So that is the only way to catch this trade. This the most safest way, okay, is to wait for the market to it can even spike during the Asian session. It can spike and then go down, and then you can catch it after a spike, okay. But it's not safe to just take a trade here because we are at this previous support. It's very, very dangerous, okay. Wait for a rejection, wait for bearish engulfing, then take a trade after. So let's move on, guys. GJ, this GJ trade, I did share this setup on my free Telegram channel here. So if you are not in my Telegram channel, please make sure that you join, because you are going to miss out. Okay, where is this trade? This was the setup that I was looking at today. Okay, GBP JPY for a buy. So now I'm going to just break it down for you, just to show you what was the thought process. So this is the monthly time frame, and if we look at the monthly, you see that the market has made a double bottom here, break out of the neckline, started moving all the way up. Okay, and this is a potential zone for take profit. Okay, so now we are going to look at the current data which is happening here. Okay, so we are going to go to the smaller time frames like daily time frame, H4, and all the way down to the 15-minute time frame. So the weekly time frame is extremely bullish. As you can see, the market has just broken this previous low, previous high here. Probably if maybe the market will come back to retest maybe maybe next year, then there's a possibility of getting a retest back to 50% of 61.8 fib retracement. And then we are going to be looking for a continuation after that. But that is going to happen in the near future, as I'm saying. It's not going to happen today or tomorrow or even next week. So now we are going to look at the current data because we are day traders. We are not position traders. So now we are on the H4. What do we see on the H4? It's very, very clear, guys. The market has broken this previous high. It broken here, came to try to act as if it was a fake breakout. Okay, when the market goes up like this, and then instead of retesting on top of a previous support, it's breaking it. Okay, acting as if this was a fake breakout. So sometimes if you are a little bit experienced about analyzing the market, you know when a fake breakout is not a fake breakout. Okay. So for example, this one was not a fake breakout. I knew that there is a possibility of a continuation to the upside simply because the breakout here was super, super strong. The candlesticks were clear, pushing to the upside. They were so impulsive. But if we look at the pullback here, the pullback was so choppy. There was a lot of candlestick going to the downside. So there is another confirmation for us to continue look for a long-term buy. And then if you just look at here, you saw that, okay, the market made a lot of rejections, meaning that there is a high possibility of the market to go to the upside. Okay. So after the market rejected there, it broken this mini downtrend. Okay. So once it breaks there, we go to the smaller time frame as well to look for continuations pattern. Yeah. So made a double bottom here, went up, came to retesting the fib retracement zone, which was in between the 61.8 and 50%. Then the trend we took a buy after. Then now take profits is going to be here, long-term take profit, but you can take partial profits along the way. Reason being is because once we get an impulsive move, there's a possibility of a retest. And this retest, it might change into a change of direction. Okay, it might just change. Okay. So it's much better to close your partial profits along the way. Okay, or even just move your stop loss to break even just to avoid panicking, just to avoid losing a trade that was a winner. Okay. So now let's go to this one. This one, I love it so much because there is a high possibility that the market is going to come here. So I think I've made more than 3 videos explaining about this trade here, this trade setup here. And now it's playing accordingly. Okay, now it's playing accordingly. I'm so happy that I predicted this one live and it's playing according to my prediction. So looking at the monthly time frame, we can clearly see that the market is ranging. Okay, market is making a huge range. So we can still trade within a range, but we need to go to the smaller time frames. Okay, weekly time frame, the market is bearish as you can see, but it's created a double top here on a smaller time frame. So this is just a smaller version of a double top because we have an extreme one here, which is a big one. But now we have this one here as well. Okay, so moving on to daily. Remember that a double top is a reversal pattern. Okay, a double top is a reversal pattern. Head and shoulder is a reversal pattern. Double bottom is a reversal pattern. And then once you see a reversal pattern on the bigger picture or on the bigger time frame, then we scale down to the smaller time frame to look for continuation patterns that are in line with a reversal pattern that you see on the bigger picture. So on the bigger picture here, yes, we have a double top. Then whenever we scale down to the smaller time frame here, then we are going to be looking for continuation patterns. Okay, so let's just dive into it. Let's go to H4. So H4, I was expecting a continuation pattern, as I was saying, but within a continuation pattern there will be a reversal pattern. For example, like this one here. This was just a pullback, and then market came here. It created a double top, breakout, retest, continuation. So sorry about that. So there is going to be, you are going to see reversal patterns within a continuation pattern, as I was explaining right here. So okay, here, but I failed to catch this trade here. Although I was predicting that okay, long term is going to sell, long term is going to sell, but I didn't catch a sell. The reason being is because this trade or this setup just broken during the news, and I always avoid to trade within while the news is in the process of playing out. I make sure that I step aside because there is going to be a lot of manipulation during the news. Number one, it's very difficult to predict a direction. Okay. Number two, the spread on your broker is going to be crazy. There's going to be slippage, big spreads. There's a lot of things happening during news. And brokers and market makers, they make sure that they take stop losses out. Okay. So the best way is to step aside when the news are in the process of playing and then come after. Okay. For example, here, there was a huge high impact news there. Then I waited for the market to give me another opportunity. Then I went inside here, inside this mini range here, and then I was able to catch a trade for a sell. I think this one is on my Telegram channel. I did talk about this one. Yeah, I did talk about this. The market was ranging, and then came at the top of the range, and then it shooted down during the news as well. And then came to retest. Then I waited for a retest. Then I took it for a sell for 1:2 R. Okay. So now I think we have a similar situation here. The market is trading within a range, but this range is nice because if you just look at the long term, I mean, if you look at the bigger picture, you can clearly see that, okay, the market is actually making a downtrend like this, but in a form of a range. Okay. So there are ranges inside this downtrend. This is a previous range, and this is a current range. So let's look at what's happening inside this current range. Market came to manipulate there. Okay. People who sold early, they were taken out. Then now the market has a high possibility of reaching this previous low. So now we need to scale into the smaller time frame. So if we look at the smaller time frame, you can clearly see what was which pattern was created here. This is a head and shoulder pattern, and then the neckline was broken. So now I'll be just waiting for a retest of the neckline. Okay. Hopefully this will end up being a buyer. a buyer that is going to break the above this box. Then my entry is going to be somewhere here. Okay, I'll be expecting break and then rejection somewhere here, bearish engulfing, then I'll take a sell. Okay, so moving on to NZD USD. So I took this one today, but this one I wasn't 100% sure about the trade because the sentimental analysis on the flip side was not corresponding. Then I did send the signal and then I ended up removing it because I was trying to protect your accounts. But I can just show you why did I take a trade. Okay, maybe let's remove everything because there are so many lines here. So we are clearly in a downtrend, guys. Market came from this high, made a consolidation, broken. Now currently it's in the process of making a consolidation, but long term there's a possibility that it's going to break and reach this previous low. Okay, now moving on to daily. So on the daily time frame, we're at the highest point of the range. We are here at the highest point of the range, and there is a high possibility that the market is going to sell. Okay, so moving on to H4 now. So on the H4, what I saw here was a beautiful picture perfect Mona Lisa picture, okay, or Picasso picture or Vincent van Gogh picture. So it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful picture here. The market created a couple of rejections there. Okay. And then if you just look at these rejections, they were also corresponding with a 1, 2, 3 type of a pattern. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this 1, 2, 3 type of a pattern, Falcon traders, they know that it normally works. Okay. It works. So once you see a first high and then a second high, expect the market to respect a third high. Okay. So I was looking at this, then I went down to the smaller time frame now just to see what was happening. Okay, if you just look at the smaller time frame, market was creating this manipulation here, but I waited for the market to break to the downside, showing that okay, this manipulation is really not going to go up, it's going to make the market to go down. And this 1, 2, 3 type of a pattern that we saw on the 4-hour time frame is real. Okay, so the market made a first push to the downside, a retest, and then a continuation. So once you see something like this, you must expect the market to go back inside this and then go down. Okay, so same thing here. Market dropped, came to retest, and then it dropped. And then once it makes that pattern, we know that, okay, there's a high possibility that the market is going to come here and then sell. Okay, so now maybe let's look at the entry possibilities of catching a sniper entry. The market is supposed to come at least to 51.8 and 61.8 before we take entries. Okay, then the market went into our 50% and even rejected above it. So we went down to the smaller time frame as well. And then I drew my trend line from here to here, and then I saw that okay, the market was breaking here, broken here, came to retest and then sold. So my entry was here, although it was a late entry, but I was able to make money without any fear of being taken out. Okay, because this this setup here, there are so many confirmations. Okay, there are so many confirmation. Confirmation number one is that it's bouncing at this previous support and resistance zone. Confirmation number two is that the market is making this type of a pattern, 1, 2, 3 pattern. Okay, confirmation number four. Okay, let's go even here on the day, on the 4 hour. Confirmation number four is these rejections here, these pin bars. Then going to M15. Then M15 confirmation number 5 is that the market made a break and a retest, and then it came to the 50% fib retracement zone. Confirmation number 6 is that the market made a bearish engulfing there. Then I took this trade. Very, very easy. Okay. So now I'll be talking about how am I going to try to catch a sell from here now, because there is a possibility of getting a sell there. So now the market has already made a break, and then it's currently retracing. Remove this. Then now we are going to take our Fibonacci from this swing high to swing low. Then the market, you can clearly see that the market has even touched the 61.8 fib retracement. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw my trend lines, mini trend lines. Okay. So I'll be waiting for a breakout here. Breakout. A bearish engulfing break. Then from there, I'm going to take my sells, and then I'm going to hold, and then possibilities of take profit zones. I think this one. Yeah, this one is okay. Okay. So that's what I'm currently looking at on the NZD USD. Okay. And then let's look at the CHF JPY. Ew, this one I've missed it. I've missed the trade here, guys. Here. Missed it. So let me just go to the high time frame and just show you the whole picture of CHF JPY. So this one is bullish long term. Okay, it's bullish if you look at the market structure on the monthly time frame. Then now we are going to zoom in and see what's happening on the current data. So we are still bullish on the weekly. We are bullish even on the we are also bullish on the daily. Maybe let's remove all of these so that you can have clear lines. Okay, we are bullish on the daily. The market has broken this recent high. I mean, it has broken this previous high, broken above, came to retest, and then yesterday it created a pin bar showing that, okay, there's a high possibility of a reversal. Once you see this type of a pin bar at a support zone or resistance zone, then there's a possibility that the market is going to reverse from there. Then H4. So H4, you can draw your trend lines from the opposite direction. Okay. Then the market broken this trend line. Obviously, if you go to the 15-minute time frame, you are going to see opportunities to catch a buy trades. So I was looking at this previous support here. And then if you just look at this, look how accurate this was. Okay. And then you can confirm it with a previous with a head and shoulder pattern. Broken off the neckline, came to retest, and then it was a buy. And then your entry confirmation could have been after this couple of rejections, and maybe you could have bought at the breakout, or maybe a bullish engulfing. Okay. And yesterday I saw that, okay, the Swiss franc, based on the sentimental analysis, which is our strength meter indicator, the Swiss franc was bullish. And I think JPY was a little bit neutral. but I could have taken a buy there, even though the strength meter was not accurately aligned with our price action. But because of this beautiful price action that I saw here, I could have taken it. Okay, I could have taken it. So from now on, I'll be waiting for a retracement back to this previous high. Swing high to swing low. I mean, swing low to swing high. Possibilities are the market can go back to the zone and then buy from there again. Okay. Remember that the market doesn't go in a straight line. So yeah, long-term TP is going to be here. Long-term TP. NZDCHF. This one we are okay. Let's look at the. Okay, we can even start on the weekly. That's when I mostly start my analysis from. Weekly, monthly. That's when I start. So long term, this thing is a bearish. Okay, this thing is bearish. Then daily, the market came down here, then came back up, and then inside here it's still confining, still looking for a direction either for a buy or a sell, meaning that it's inside the range. Then we can go to the smaller time frame and see if we can get opportunities within a range. So the market came all the way to the upside here, created something like a triple top formation, and then I was still waiting for more confirmations for us to take a trade. So it created beautiful rejections there. So how many confirmations do we have now? We have two. Okay. Number one is that we have something like a triple top. Number two is that we have this type of rejection here. And then going to the smaller time frame, M15. So M15, yes, we got a break and a retest, but I normally don't take this type of entries when the market is like this because I want to see the market breaking a strong zone, which was this one. See this one. Want to see the market breaking it and coming to retest on it, or maybe even here, then we are safe to take a sell there. And then keep in mind that the NZD today, based on the strength, it was trying to go down. And let's check it. Okay, NZD is still neutral, and then the Swiss franc is trying to go up. Probably by tomorrow is going to be somewhere around +5, somewhere there. Then it's going to be much safer for us to take this trade for a sell. Okay, I think I have spoken about this one here. Yeah, I think guys, I'm done for this video. Yeah, I'm done analyzing. So guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoy this type of videos, make sure that you like this video and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Cheers.